feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
Welcome to All Things Serious. How's everybody doing this fine evening, afternoon, morning, depending on where you're located? Shoemaker, we got Unique Prepping in the house. Zach, how are you doing today? We got Nicole, Jenna, Cool Gamer, Betty Damn Boop. We got Jennifer Hineyhole. How are you doing? So I was reading in chat. She says, hey, Eddie and all, this is a topic I completely know about and studied. Okay. So some of you don't know, Unique Prepping has a channel. Michelle Johnson, how are you doing? Okay, so what I want to do is, can one of my mods look up Unique Prepping? He's a prepper. He's got a really good channel. I want to post his channel link in my channel. He's a good person. I've viewed his channel a few times. He's a good person. So just go give his channel check it out, you know, when he goes live and stuff like that. And if it's something you're interested, excuse me, if it's something you're interested in, give him a follow. Yes, he's a prepper. Terry's in the house. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay, Nicole, Ginger, welcome. Yep. So Jennifer, would you like to come up and co-host this live stream with me? It's up to you if you want to, since you know this topic very well. It's good to have two minds talking about it. 71 KJC, how are you doing? And yes, George, I finally got a haircut. I look young again. No hat this time in the video. I needed a haircut bad. Tell you something. Okay. All right. She'll be in chat. She's eating right now. Hopefully the food is delicious. Thank you, Ginger. George. So today is understanding the difference between manic and depressive. Now, without Googling it and going to Google, I'm going to ask Chad a question. Put a one in chat if you know what a manic episode is, or if you know what manic is. Put a one in chat. Oh, damn. Okay. I see one too. There goes the live stream, man. Everybody knows what manic is. Oh, okay. So for those who don't know what manic is, and people that are listening who are going to watch this show on the replay, okay, to break it down, a manic episode may include symptoms such as high energy, reduced need for sleep, and loss of touch with reality. So, what is a manic episode? Okay. Changes in sleep patterns or lack of sleep, seasonal changes, using recreational substances or alcohol. For example, some people are more likely to experience hypomania and mania in spring, which is similar to manic. Mania and manic are connected. They're usually it's connected to bipolar. Sweet and Sleuthy, drive safe. Let us know when you make it home safely. Okay. So it's uh it's connected to a mood swing. So when you're manic or you have this mania symptoms, it's a mood swing. Just like depressive. Depressive episodes may include symptoms such as low energy, low motivation, and loss of interest in daily activities. What's crazy is with me, uh, I've never, I've never experienced the manic part of bipolar. I've always experienced the depressive part of bipolar. Okay, which is crazy because I have insomnia. So I'm always down and low energy, but I can't sleep. Does that make sense to anybody? Okay. I can't sleep, but I'll lay in bed all day when when I hit the depressive state of my bipolar. Yes, Jennifer, manic can be happy. Manic can be happy and productive for a couple of days with no sleep and keep going. And that's when they start losing touch with reality. So what has gotten me out of depressiveness and being depressed with my bipolar is I actually have a friend that has been drawing me out of the house into the gym. So during the day, I have my moments. I'm getting better with it. I'm doing more things. I go to the gym. I'm starting to regain some stamina and energy and stuff like that. I'm reaching out to people. I'm talking to people. I'm not ignoring people. But let me get back to the medical terms of. So let's do. Let me get. Let me see if I can find some info. I had some info, but it sent me to a link for medication. So you got 5 signs of bipolar. Bipolar symptoms during a manic phase may include feeling incredibly high and euphoric, delusions of self importance, high levels of creativity, energy, and activity, getting much less sleep or no sleep, poor appetite and weight loss, racing thoughts, racing speech, and talking over people. Bart Robertson, welcome. So, like yesterday, uh, that's one of them, Jennifer. That's one of them. Kel, how you doing? I'll show you the other one. Let me click on it. StreamYard, presentation, share screen. This is the other one I take right up here. That's the other one I take for it. But the screen I just shared, I don't take those. I don't take those. I take I'll share what I take, but I don't suggest you taking what I take unless a professional suggests them to you. Vraylar, Seroquel, and Lamictal. I already did. That's my fault. But that's what keeps me mentally stable. Um, should have never shared them. I probably won't keep this video up on stream, or I'll just go in and blur out what I said. I'll go in and edit the video. Yeah. So with bipolar, because I've lived with it for so long, and this is personal experience. This isn't a this is from living with bipolar, and this is from a personal perspective. This isn't from a therapist or a psychologist or a medical professional sharing the story. This is coming from somebody who lives with bipolar. Um, so yes, Jennifer, no, it doesn't matter. You're letting others know what works for you, but there are so many others that works for everyone differently. Yes, there's been trial and error with me, trial and error, or error, trial and error. So, hello, David A. Welcome. Did I miss anybody yet? No. So, having bipolar 1 has been a struggle. Just mental health in general, struggling with depression is a struggle. You know, I don't know how to explain bipolar. I see, I can go to the scientific term and talk about that term, but everybody knows about it because you could just Google it and do research on your own time. And that's what people have done. So, what is it like for somebody who has bipolar? Mood swings. Mood swings are very real. And if you don't have bipolar, and bipolar is not something you just say, "Oh, I have it," and diagnose yourself. I can't stand when people self-diagnose themselves with some kind of mental health issue, like it's awesome to have a mental health issue. It's not. Having bipolar and anxiety and things I struggle with is not something to joke about. And you got too many people over here making a mockery of mental health. I see it on a daily basis, and then we don't take mental health serious. This has been something on my mind for a while now, is mental health being taken serious. The only time mental health is talked about is when somebody does something heinous and crazy. But there are other people out there that haven't done anything like that need help. There are people out there that truly need help, and there's not enough organizations to help these people out because we don't take it serious. I struggled with bipolar my whole life, and I never took it serious. I was an alcoholic for 15 years, so I would use it as a coping mechanism. So I wouldn't have to face reality. And then I quit drinking, and that's when reality kicked in. What is true? How you doing? So I quit drinking and reality kicked in, and I realized, oh boy, I got a lot to deal with. And I am not going to be able to do it by myself. Not going to be able to do it by myself. And I'm sorry if this is too personal and too real, but sometimes I get to the point where I got to be real. I have to. Being real is important. There's too many people that put a blanket over things because they're afraid to be judged for being real. You know, I've met so many good people out here doing this channel. Yep, quitting drinking opens up a lot of issues that are covered up for years. I had to learn how to deal with rage issues that were suppressed for 15 years, and I thought they were bad. So my reality is different than the next person. What people deal with is different, but we're all the same. In reality, we're all humans. We all go through things differently, but we understand each other because we're human. We're one species. We're the humans. We're the human species. So we have to understand each other. In my opinion, if people took time to understand, things would be better. If people took time to understand, doesn't matter where you come from, where you live, everybody struggles with something, and accepting it is what's important. And a lot of us don't accept other people's struggles. You know, we look down on people. I know, for crying out loud, when I was an alcoholic, I thought I was perfectly fine. Man, when I was, I'll admit it. I admit it. When I was a heavy drinker, I didn't know that I had the issues that I had until I quit drinking. I didn't know that I was suppressing all this all these issues until I quit drinking. My reality didn't kick in until after I quit drinking. So, yes, I was, Jennifer. Yes, I was. I was an alcoholic. Yes, I was. My grandfather was an alcoholic. My father was an alcoholic. I started drinking. I picked up my first beer when I was technically 7 years old. I didn't start drinking heavily until I was 15. I put down my final drink. Now, I've had a few problems since. You know, I've had a few slip ups since in the past 13 years, but I stopped drinking when I was 30. And shortly after that, I went into the mental hospital. It doesn't matter what you drank, it's can you go without it? It doesn't matter how much you drank, it's can you go without it? Can you survive without getting high? That's the problem. It was the getting high part. It was the high that would take away the mental pain. Okay. It was reality didn't exist. My reality was it's hard to explain. So with when I drank so I could sleep. I drank so I could just focus on life. It's awkward to explain what I went through. It wasn't like it's hard to explain. And congratulations on your sobriety, 71. It's a struggle. It is a struggle. All right, I got to take a break because I'm going to get emotional and go off the deep end mentally because I've had a rough couple of days mentally, and I haven't seen my therapist or my caseworker. So I'm just going to open up the panel and see if anybody. Yes. Um, Jennifer, to answer that question, this question right here. Okay. So I will tell you this. All right. Did I wake up and drink and then drive to work and still be drinking all day? I never drove. I never drove under the influence. Okay. I didn't drink at breakfast time. I drank at lunchtime. And then I drank at dinner time and continue to work. I would drink a 12 pack at lunchtime. At dinner time, I would drink an 18 pack. This happened Monday through Friday. And then Friday after work, I would get home and drink more. And then Saturday, I drank all day. Sunday, I slept all day. Monday was the same thing. Tuesday was the same thing. I did this every day for 10 years. And then I admitted myself into the hospital because I had to stop. I needed to stop. I needed help. And then after that, I went into the mental hospital because I couldn't handle reality. So I spent time in the mental hospital getting diagnosed, getting treated, getting medicine. And for the past 13 years, I've been to therapy and I go to therapy every 2 weeks. I have a caseworker and I see a med provider every 3 to 6 months. So that was what I did. That's what I did, Jennifer. So I'm not going to walk away, Jennifer. I'm going to open panel for people to come up. I'm also going to take phone calls. Which I can take phone calls. I have that ability now. So I opened up panel. So the day I quit drinking was the day that I made my mother proud. Here comes Jennifer. Hello, young lady.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Perfect. I'm doing a AirPod thingy. Not an AirPod. But earbud shit. I know they can screw up, but I have duties at the same time.
Yes. So are they Samsung earbuds or are they iPhone?
Oh, okay, so after I think 15 years of being pro iPhone, I finally converted to the Google Pixel. I'm a
Okay.
Google Android girl. Look at this, and I'm still having a hard time. I have my iPhone still for when I like help with chat. But right
Uh,
now I'm on the Google.
okay.
As long as you can hear me, that's all that matters.
So I saw your question. I was confused
Which one?
with the alcoholism.
Oh, yeah, like so what I know is I did take an
There's some
addictions
people,
class.
yes,
God, so,
there's some people that will wake up and drink. Like they need to have their first drink.
but what
My
kind of drink?
alcoholism wasn't that like that. I didn't have the shakes, which is different with me. Okay.
Mhm.
But every day I drank a 30 pack.
Okay.
I
Yeah, I grew
drank
up with
like a
somebody like
fish.
that. Okay.
Every day I drank a 30 pack. Except Friday I drank more.
Okay.
Saturday I drank more than that because I didn't work. But on work days, I drank at lunchtime. I had a liquid lunch.
So like at work, while working
Yes,
on the clock. Okay. Gotcha.
yes.
Okay.
My boss couldn't figure out how I was drunk and still painting.
So you're functional.
Yes.
Gotcha. Only because like
So,
right now I call myself an alcoholic because when I work every night when I come home from work I drink a glass of wine and I'm like I'm an alcoholic but my husband says no you're not I'm like but I drink a glass of wine every night to
no,
cook
one glass of wine is fine. That's not what an alcoholic is.
so it's more
Okay.
dependent on it. I understand
Yes.
it's dependent but like
When
does it
you,
matter what it is?
no, you know, so, okay. My doctor said if you would only drink one glass of wine a day, you'd be fine. But the thing is with me is I have an addictive personality.
Mhm.
Okay. I can't put down the glass. That's my problem.
Mhm.
That cup never empties.
That would be
Does
me if I was around people too.
okay. In reality, okay, so with an alcoholic, there's no such thing as an empty bottle. Okay. You said you drink a glass of
They
wine
could
when you
turn
get
into
home.
more. It could turn into more if it matters if like if it's a Friday night and I'm cooking pasta and listening to music and we start jamming, then obviously it can turn
That's a
into two or
different
three.
story. You're having a good time.
Okay. Well, what if you have a
Okay,
good time
that's
every night?
then that could become a problem.
I guess it depends on if you need it all day, every day.
Yes, yes.
Gotcha.
So if you start depending on it every day, all day, then that becomes a problem. Okay,
Okay.
it's the need for it, the urge, like I need it. And then it
Gotcha.
becomes at first, if you
And then
want it at
versus,
first.
do you need it?
And then it becomes you need it. I
Gotcha.
need it. When in reality, you don't need it.
But you can get sick off
But
of not needing it, right? Like,
correct.
I know like alcoholism is one of the one, like that and Xanax are like the top two that if you completely stop can kill you. Like they're the only two addictions that can actually kill you if you stop
Well,
cold turkey.
alcohol is number one.
Yes, and then I think it's like benzos, like Xanax and stuff, because
No,
seizures and
no fever. Yeah, you'll still survive cold
uh,
turkey. You just have to
uh
be in a facility so they can
so I'm
look
saying
over
if
you.
you quit cold turkey, say if you're taking like you're
Yeah,
prescribed
yeah.
for a day for like 20 years and you just completely stop, you can that's something you can die from.
Yeah, the
Versus, yeah.
withdrawals. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Versus like
Yes.
heroin withdrawal.
That's why I admitted myself into the hospital when I quit drinking
You know what, you're a smart
because,
man.
I didn't know what was going to happen to me. So I was in. So the hospital that I admitted myself into was the same hospital that had the psychiatric ward. Okay.
Mhm.
But I I knew I had a problem. My mom had knew I had a problem. Before my grandmother passed away, I quit drinking and made her proud. Okay, she was finally able to see me sober. When I lived with my grandmother, she's like, "You got a drinking problem. You need to quit drinking." I said, "I can't." Well, I didn't say I can't. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And she couldn't stop me because of my age. I didn't treat her like crap. I respected the roof. I didn't drink in the house. I drank outside the house. I might have came home drunk, but I wasn't obliviated where I made a mess or I caused a scene. I'd come home drunk and go straight to sleep.
Hmm.
I wasn't belligerent. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a mean person. I wasn't a violent person. I was happy. I would embarrass the crap out of myself at my own expense to make somebody smile. That
Yeah.
was my coping. If people were laughing at me, I was laughing. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought I was doing things that were making people laugh. No, I wasn't doing things. George is being funny.
Oh, okay, because I was like, that's so
He's
okay.
sarcastic.
I actually got a
Okay.
little scared. I was like, that's not right for
No,
him.
he's
Okay.
sarcastic. He's my
Wait, hold on.
neighbor.
Who's our that's your neighbor, George. I got you.
Yes.
Who is
Okay.
our our European guy?
Which one?
The one for Europe. Uh, uh, England.
Alan?
How's he doing? Is he here?
No, he's not here, but he's doing all
Oh,
right.
okay. Continue. I'm sorry. I just like catching up on people. I'm always
Alan
in and
Ives
out.
is doing good.
Aw. You're lucky you caught me. I ate dinner, about to put the quackies away.
Yes.
Continue, because this is very interesting. Sorry.
Yes.
So
But
you put yourself in there and your mom
my mom was
and
happy to see me sober.
good.
Almost all my friends were happy to see me sober. Okay. My best friend is like a brother to me. He was like, dude, you drunk and you sober is completely two different people. He's like, the sober you is more serious now. The drunk you was full of humor. I said, what did you like better? He said, the sober you. But I said, now in the past 13 years, have I slipped up? Yes. Have I relapsed? No. And people get confused by the two. Just because one day you slip up and have a couple of drinks with a friend socially doesn't mean you relapsed. A relapse to me is when you go on a bender. That's a relapse. But the thing is I've never gone on a bender. And if I know in my mind that I'm going to go that route and I'm going to go on a bender, I put myself back into the hospital because I'm at a point in my life that I can't control it. So
So how long did that take when it came to hospitalization and stuff? And actually feeling better versus like, okay, so when you first went in and said I'm completely done versus when you came out completely done. How long did that take?
a week.
And it completely worked. Like it made you feel a lot better. Like
Sober?
this is you now.
Sober? Yeah.
That's
I did.
amazing.
Last time I got drunk, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I gave up. And no angel lies to keep control. She asked me, is it a struggle to work in bars? I'm assuming they have alcohol. No, it's not a struggle because the thing is when I drank, it was socially, when I was an alcoholic, it was for a coping mechanism. Okay. Now that I have dealt with reality and I deal with reality, I don't need anything to cope with reality because I have people around me that support me. I go to therapy and my therapist actually cares about me. You got some therapists that just do it for a job, to make a paycheck. And then you have some therapists that are actually concerned about their clients. Um, so at a time of slip up, would you start the nightmare again? No. Nope. Because the next day I would walk away. I don't know. My lifestyle is confusing. Okay. What I consider a slip up is like, say, tomorrow was New Year's Eve. Okay. Say tomorrow was New Year's Eve. And I was with like 15, 20 people. I'd have one or two drinks and that's it. And walk away. And drink 10 gallons of water afterwards. Well, I don't know about 10 gallons of water. I'm being, but I would just drink water afterwards. Okay. Other than that, I have no need for it. It doesn't do anything for me ever. But there was one other time in the past 13 years that I was on the verge of going on a bender and relapsing back. And I knew I was getting to this point mentally. So down in Florida, there's this hospital called Life Streams down in Florida. And I had to admit myself into it because of the fact that I knew I was going out of control. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to come back from where I was heading. And I was heading off the deep end. And I knew it. And so before I can let things get worse, I admitted myself back into the hospital to get help again, even though I was taking my meds. But the thing is, I wasn't going to therapy, and therapy is for me is required. I need therapy because I can't go up to my friend and really have a deep conversation when they're not a medical professional. They can't deal with what I deal with. Okay. They can't. So, like, here, now, like, say tomorrow, I went off the deep end, and say tomorrow, I knew I was going to go on that bender, and it was not going to, and I wasn't going to come back. I would admit myself back into the hospital. I would do that. But because I know ahead of time, I'm prepared not to let myself get into that route. So, does that answer questions?
Also, I have another. Well, I have another question. Sorry. Um. Okay, so you're completely clean, which is amazing. Congratulations, you did it. And I think working in that field also can be hard, but also telling. It's like a fight, which obviously, if you can work in that field and not worry about it, then you don't need it. Other than that, like I noticed is about your topic is manic depression and bipolar and stuff. And we should I totally veered off. I'm sorry because I asked that question about different alcoholism in the chat
You're
that can
fine.
veer to that. Because I know a lot can turn into manic depression, like manic bipolar and depression, because
Yep.
some people will be depressed and something could happen and it just turns into you just self-medicate kind of
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
But other than that, like I'm proud of you, but other than that, like when it comes to you're still like are you I don't yeah, you already accidentally said stuff. Other than that, like you're keeping up with it and it actually helps, right?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes, it takes a while. Like we're lab rats, right?
If I didn't have what I have, people don't know. I would not be sitting in front of you right now if I didn't have what I have.
Exactly. Like it.
I would not be talking about mental health. I would not be
Mhm.
living the best years of my life.
Yeah.
Yes.
How long? Okay, so like here's the question now. I always call us lab rats because obviously it takes a very long time to find the right cocktail and combination to make each individual perfect. How long did it take you to find your right cocktail or your right combination?
Um, it took, to be honest, it took 10 years.
Yeah, and isn't that scary though? Like
It took me to
it's
gain, it took me to go from 6'6", 240 pounds with a six pack to 6'6", 380 pounds to find the right medication that fit me.
yeah, like I know it does. I mean, it's understandable because you got to play trial and error.
Yep.
But like when I went through it, I was going to outpatient, so I had to go there every day for 6 weeks, 7 a.m. to 2:30 or 3:30 a.m. Sorry, I gotta bring my doggies in. Come on, pups. Um, I got two. So sorry, I was telling my husband I got two of the three, meaning pups that came in. Um, so like I went to outpatient for all that time, and they just kept mixing different drugs while making me also There was a there. I blame a certain drug and certain drug combinations
Well,
that.
say medication. Say medication.
Sorry, medications. Certain, yeah, medications. So I think
Now, did they
week
finally right?
2
Did they find the right combination?
they did eventually. Yes, they did, but that's not the point. Like I I got angry in the long run because the first 4 weeks they kept putting me on like a high dose of a certain.
Yep.
Hold on, my chihuahua's freaking out.
Yeah, there's certain medications that I took, and they were
What
high dose.
did you have to drive back and forth there and to work?
I never drove
Okay,
because
that's right. They would have
um
me drive. I would have to get
so
drive there at Speed Air by like 7 or 8. I think it was 7 a.m. and then leave at 2:30. But they were putting me on really high doses of two certain drugs that
medication.
zombified you. Oh, sorry, medication. I should know better. I work in pharmacy field, though. That's what we call it. We call it the D word. But,
Yes, I know.
um, yeah, sorry. So two different hardcore medications that were very high dose from my 100 pound, 105 pound body.
Yep.
And I would be driving there, not knowing how I got there. Like sometimes I would get to work and people like still to this day go, I remember when you went through that because you would come in zombified. Like, I don't know how I got here. It's a 45-minute drive to work at 4 in the morning to get here at 5 a.m. And I'm standing there walking around going dazed and confused. And I'm like, I don't know what you guys mean. Everything was dazed and confused. And I'm like, that's scary because when I was going through it, they were the outpatient place was having me drive back and forth. I'm like, in the long run, I'm going, I think I was worse than like a drunk driver because I didn't know what was going on. Like, I couldn't tell you what was going on. And it sucks because if you hurt, like, get into an accident, hit somebody, hit some kids, like, that was my biggest fear afterwards. Like, when you panic later and you go, oh my gosh, I could have hurt so many people. I had no control of it. That's what scares me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that really irks me. Like, I mean, it helped in the long run, but I don't think their mental health is doing it the right way in the long run because we don't know how many people are actually out there driving around or physically working and functioning with the regular people and being dosed up like this as a test and trial error that can suddenly have a bad reaction. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're going to do that, they should be inpatient for weeks on end so you can watch the side effects all hours. You know what I mean? So I feel very, I feel like I did something wrong as a person who was trying to help my mental health, but also I work in big pharma and going, I can't believe I'm a part of this crap. So I think a lot of our mental health is at risk because we don't know. If I was one, there was 60 people in my class at a time every day, and they're getting. I would watch people come in and start normal, and all of a sudden, days on end, you see them change. Like they look zombified or numb or high off their. I can't. I don't know if I could say that. You know, it's just
Yes.
I don't like how our medical effery works. If you're gonna do
See,
that trial and error, and you did it right, but I got me and like I could have hurt somebody, and it sucks because I always feel guilty for that, still to this day. And it was like 6 months of trial and error, and letting me drive out on the road and do this and that, and I'm like a zombified person. Like I don't know how I'm here. I don't know what my name is, kind of thing.
yep.
but in the long run, it does work. I just think they
At
sometimes do
least
it
you're in a
wrong.
healthy place now.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I am. But I still have regrets. Ha, I said it. Come at me, bro. I like that. But that was years and years ago, but I still hate when I think back on it, it freaks me out going, I can't believe I didn't know who I was or I was allowed to drive back and forth to this facility to get treatment while being under the influence of all this medication at once. And it's like I feel like they should change that. If they're gonna highly medicate you for trial and error, you should be an inpatient so they can watch you all around the clock, or at least have somebody that drives you back and forth. You know what I mean? Because that was my biggest concern afterwards, going, I can't believe how many people I could have hurt. And I wasn't even a drunk driver, but I was probably worse than that. You know what I mean? You don't know. It's scary. But it did help in the long run. But then working in the medical field and finding out trial and errors and how long you should be on medication, I eventually just stopped everything and talked to my, obviously I did it right. Talk to your doctor. Don't just stop. Wean off everything. I haven't been on any of that antidepressant, anxiety medication in since 2019, and it's been the best thing of my life because I was always a zombie, you know?
Yeah, I've never been a zombie. I wouldn't take anything that made me a zombie. I
Yeah.
like to laugh and cry. Um, I like to
Mhm.
laugh when needed to laugh, cry when needed to cry. I am more emotional now than I have ever been because, excuse me, I wasn't really an emotional person when I was an addict. But now that I'm sober, I'm doing better. You
Exactly.
know, I'm
Mhm.
able to understand people and relate to them, and I can actually talk to somebody who's struggling.
When I was on my medication, I was on it from I was 21 until I was 35 years old,
Yep.
and I like when I met my husband, I was an emotionless person. So I didn't want to hold your hand when we first started dating. Don't do that. It's stupid. I watch movies, other people cry, and I go, "You're an idiot. Why are you crying? It's fake."
And
As
now
soon
you
as
cry.
I hate it. Oh my god, I watched Chronicles of or was it Christmas of Chronicles? And I was like, oh my god. And my husband's like, you want me to get the Kleenex for you? I was like, can you get the hell out of my face?
And
Like
now
I
you hold
came
his
out.
hand in public.
Um, yes, if we're out in public, no, I'm a butt hitter. I like to use my hand and while we're walking. It's always been that is still my thing. But like if he's
Uh,
walking ahead of me, like I never like holding the cart or like pushing the cart because it's gross to me back then.
you just keep your hand in his back pocket.
Oh, no, 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 I walk behind him and I'll just randomly slap his butt. I walk up and go butt slap, and I butt slap him and keep walking. I'm
Oh my god.
an idiot. But no, I don't put my hand in his pocket. I don't want to get farted on. Come on, I tell you, get pink eye. I'm good. No, I'm a like I'll walk up, or even with my little purse, like those little Coach bracelets. I'll walk up behind him and go boom, and slap his butt, and I'm like, good job, you know.
Oh my god,
But
like you're playing sports.
yeah, yeah, but I'm a butt slapper. I'm not a I mean, I did start holding his hand after the medication. Now I'm like on little dates that we call them, but I was never like that until after I got the meds. But some people need to be on the meds and find the right time to elevate their brain. You know what I mean? Like the brain chemistry. And I was on it for
Yes,
15 years, and we found the right one for years and years. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to be a part of this. And we
yes,
finally came off of it, and you got to know how to. Well, you went into inpatient, so you learned coping mechanisms, grounding, all that, art therapy, music therapy. Like I used all that with me while I was leaving medication. So like to this day, I'll play Sudoku if I start feeling like a panic attack or something. Like just the little things to keep your mind off of it. Uh, Arts and crafts is a big. thing that very, like, helps a lot of people with depression. So, but you learned that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's
Yes.
the best thing. I think everybody should learn that before they even go into that kind of stuff. Like, everybody should learn while you're on medication how to ground yourself, how to control anxiety or depression, how to,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know, and it's a lifesaver. It really is, because I'll sit there and start doing art therapy while I feel down. It helps. There's other ways with on top of your medication to keep yourself going. So what do you do, Eddie? Sorry, I just needed to put you on the spot like that, but I was very interested. I see your background all the time. That's probably your real background, not a fake one. Do you do music? Do you do any
So
instruments? Do you art?
so I used to work in the music industry. Okay. I left the music industry to pursue mental health. Um, I left working with artists to pursue this, actually, to talk about mental health and try to help people. I'm not an artist. I'm not gifted. Do I love music? Oh, yes. Do I understand music? Yes. Music in mental health is one. My brother's a rap artist. I used to work with him. I told him, I said, I can't do it no more. I'd rather you find somebody that can focus on your career and you, because I have a lot in my life going on where it's just too much. I have a lot of things I have to deal with health wise. Mentally, I just can't. It's too draining for me. That's why I took it upon myself to do this and talk to you guys about struggles. And when I talk to you guys about struggles, you guys are able to open up about your own struggles, because I create a comfortable place to talk where people ain't trolling you and making fun of you, because everybody struggle with something, and that's what I do. This is what I do. As a hobby, do I color? Yes. Do I color? Yes. I'm a DC and Marvel fan, so I have coloring books. But yeah, no, I'm not a gifted artist. No. What about you?
Um, Music is life to me. Always has been, like, instrumental. Um, hey, Viper, yeah, the puppy's telling the story. Oh, here he goes. He's the old Chihuahua that doesn't like the new puppy. He's an asshole. Don't get a Chihuahua ever. Sorry, I had to walk
Um,
outside because I saw that Viper. I was like, that puppy has his story. I was like, yeah, he does. He's seen some crap. I don't know
yep.
if I can curse in here anymore, but he's seen some F's. He's a Chihuahua, so what do you? That's what you get from him. And we have two puppy Boston Terriers, so he's not nice to them, you know. So music is life to me. Instrumental
Yep.
music. I love beats. I'm one of those ones that you can be out anywhere and they fascinate people because I hear one beat, maybe two, and I can tell I start singing it. I'm one of those. Like, I hear whatever it is. It could be like dun dun, and I can tell I start singing it, and they're like, "How'd you even know that?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Hey,
Every
Jennifer,
band has their, yeah,
you know I can do calls now into the show, right?
like T-Rev style. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can say that.
That's fine. Yes, people could call into my show.
Oh, so does that mean you want to kick me off and let people call? Let people call.
Yeah, people could call with you up on panel too.
Oh, do you hear my ducks are yelling at you now? You know, they're like,
They're
"Hey, lady, where's our snacks? We want to go to bed." but we want to play in the pool and it's dark. But yeah, music helps. I like painting. I like art. I'm not an artist. I suck at it, but I love painting. I love layer painting over canvas. And, the beach is my life. I lived and grown up at Jersey Shore.
Angel
So
said, "Get the dogs to call in."
yeah, no, you don't want that, please. Angels, do you really want to hear a yappy 8-year-old chihuahua that's angry at life? Come on. I'll send him to no, he can't. He's mommy's baby. And I sing him a little song every night. I don't want to talk about it, but he's still mommy's baby, and I never wanted a chihuahua, but they are a-holes, but he's my baby. Rat. Anyway, you want him? No, I'm just kidding.
So,
Yeah, so like that and like Sudoku, any kind of like little games to keep your mind occupied, especially during like I don't want to say it because it can be triggering, but PA. And
yep,
once that starts happening, I hurry up and grab like a Sudoku book. I had plenty of them. Like when I worked at my first pharmacy,
yep,
I was 21, having really massive ones, and my boss actually bought me a couple of Sudoku books, and he's like, "Here." I was like, "I don't know how to do this," and I figured it out, and that helped with my like that, like little things, little games like that help calm that. And
yes,
then you can't do those coloring books though. You know how like I tried the adult coloring books and I was on medication for a very long time for OCD and germophobia. So when it came to those coloring books, I'm like, there is too much going on these coloring books. I can't handle like the lot. Like you saw those adult coloring books. There'll be like millions of lines for one little picture. I'm like, I can't. No, give me a children's one because I can keep the colors as one line and not have a million different things going on at the same time. Like I can't handle those, but some people can.
Alma Carrera, how you doing, beautiful?
Hey, Alma, is she
So,
calling in?
no,
Do
no,
the
she
call
was
in.
so
We need somebody to do call in.
she's driving right now.
Oh no, don't do that. Be safe.
So those of you, if you don't want to come up on panel, but you want to call in and say hi, you're more than welcome. There's the phone number on the screen, 352-403-1047.
I like your new haircut, buddy. What is going on? You look like a Harley Davidson biker gang person,
Biker
especially with
guy
that
kind of
background.
person. I used to be a biker at one point in life.
Really?
Yeah, I lived a life. Yep.
Eating some mess, salsa mess.
Oh my God. Uh, you can call in if you want to, Vibrant.
Viper and do it, or he's better off on panel. You kidding me? Have you ever done the call in yet?
Yeah, I've done it one time.
It works good.
Yeah, it works good. So, yeah.
You want
Ginger,
me to
you want to
drop?
call in, Ginger? You can call into the show, Ginger.
There it is. I love it.
Call from.
Vibrant.
To accept, press 1.
You didn't hit
Hello.
2, did you?
Nope.
Hello.
Hi,
It's
Vibrant.
I
Viper.
like to give you a chance to order some food stuff. No. I mean, I don't know. Like she won't be able to hear us.
Who won't?
She won't be able to hear us.
Hold
Like I
on.
don't think
Who's
unless
she?
she's listening in background or in headset or something, I don't think she can hear me.
Who's she?
I'm talking about Jennifer.
I can hear you. Dad, you can
Jennifer
talk
can hear
about
you.
me. I'll close my ears so
I
I
don't know.
will
It's
hear
just it's a
you.
little bit different. Like you have to have like I was trying to explain this the other day when you're setting it up. I was watching you set it up, and you
Yeah,
have
all
to
of
have like
the
a
whole panel
soundboard
can
and
hear
stuff.
you.
Well, I know the whole panel can hear me. They hear me through you, only you.
Yes,
No,
and I have it.
can Vibrant hear me?
But okay,
Can you
cool.
hear? Can you hear her vibrating?
I cannot hear her. That's the
Well, I
thing.
can hear
Like
you, sir.
I have
Don't
to
talk
Okay.
have
crap
the
about me.
stream on. So like when it comes to your guests, I can't hear. I have to be running the stream. It's a little bit
Okay.
different.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I
So
understand.
it's the whole thing. Like if I I didn't set it up this way, and I can easily do it. To get a soundboard, I can have all the sound coming in and out through one. It's hard to explain. It's like a highway. You change it from a 4 lane to 1 lane, and everything can happen. Anyways, she's talking crap. I can't hear.
No,
I
she's
muted.
not
I muted
talking
everything.
crap.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm talking on the same. I'm on my computer also. I set this up a long time ago.
Because the chat can hear you too.
Yeah, I know. I can read the chat right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to test it. I wanted to hear how I sound, and I sound the same.
Yes, you sound like
Dang
you'd
it.
be up on panel.
Yeah, Angels told me she's like, you sound so different. Maybe it's because okay, I will say this: it costs money for people to call from a different country. Just so you know, they
I
have to
know.
pay.
Angels told me it would charge her $2.
Yeah, and it's $2 a minute, right?
Oh,
So
Jesus.
yeah, I think it's a minute because we were looking it up because I did not know that because I was like, I don't think anybody from a different country can call me. And we tried it, or she tried it, and yeah, she could call me, but she has to have money on her Google account or something. And then
Okay.
we looked it up, it was like like $2
So if
a
you live
minute.
in the States, it's fine.
If you live in the States, it's free, yes. But I
Okay.
actually ended up getting this so I could do some of the calling shows of the people that do calling stuff, but then I decided I was never going to really use it, I guess,
Okay.
because I wanted to go give my 2 cents at some people's panels, you know. But we tested this, and I swear she said my voice sounded different. I was like, "Oh, cool! I could go and act like somebody else." But I guess it doesn't, because I'm hearing myself on your stream, and I sound the same. I sound the same. Damn it! I thought it was worth a shot. But anyways, I wanted to call and just test this out. But yeah, it's cool. It works.
Okay.
But yes, thanks for having me. Next
Yeah.
time, I'll order a pizza next time I come up, like everyone said in the chat.
I want to see something. Ringing, speaker, microphone. All right. It's all right.
Now, I will say this: if you have a lot of people call in, it will get annoying, and it will block you talking when other people are trying to call in.
Yep.
The best thing to do is on the top. You can actually go to do not disturb. You turn do not disturb. You can turn it on and off, but
Yeah, I
that
see
will
that.
make it mute for you. Yeah, that'll make it completely mute for you.
I can see that. Do not disturb when you're on a call. When you're
Yeah.
on a call, you hit do not disturb.
Exactly, and then it will make it to where other people are calling in. You have like a waiting thing,
Okay.
and you won't hear the ring the whole time you're talking because people will be like,
Yep.
"Hey, I can't hear what
Yep.
you're saying."
Yep.
One other thing too is you do not own the phone number. You can actually, I think, and when I try and get it, if I wanted to unlock the phone number and lock it to where no one else can have it, I can pay $3 and that's it. It's not that much, but the phone number, if you don't pay to unlock it after a month or two, it will somebody else could take that phone number.
That's fine. Somebody else can have it, and I'll just create another phone number.
Yeah, but then you'll have to have it add a new phone number. I learned that the other day too.
Okay.
And I don't have a million phones to have multiple phone numbers. So because
And
I
if
was
I
going
gotta
to
pay
try
the
and
$3, I'll pay the $3.
yeah, I was going to try and do a business one because I think you possibly can do like an 888 number or something if you do the business one.
Yep.
I wanted to try it, but it wouldn't let me because I don't have another phone to add to make a phone number. But anyways,
All right.
that's cool. Nice chatting.
Take care, Viper.
Bye. See you later, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Oh, that sucks, Jennifer. You could hear him, but he couldn't hear you.
Correct.
The camera button. Everybody
That's
said
okay. It was just my bangs and my ceiling. You got to see my eyes and my bangs. I'm not banging now, but it's
my
not free
banging.
over here.
It's that just
Yeah, he owes me a pizza as per Angel. Wait, was it Angel? Somebody said since it was his first call in, he owes somebody a pizza. And I'm like, hey, I like pizza. Just saying, I win.
all
But
right,
no,
everybody.
I could hear him, but he couldn't
Yep.
hear me, I guess.
I might be live at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. So if anybody's awake, I might be live.
Oh my God. Are
Yep.
you crazy?
No, I'm not crazy. It
I'll be
depends on if I
snoring.
can sleep or not.
I'll snore for you. Why aren't you sleeping?
I have insomnia.
And you're supposed to be fixing that, right, sir?
Well, I take medication, but sometimes I fight it.
Well, no, that's not how it works. That's, sir, why are you
Yes,
fighting it?
ma'am. I know, ma'am.
You're just
I
gonna
know,
ruin
ma'am.
it. What's the point? You gotta allow it to
So,
happen. Why aren't you allowing it to happen?
yikes! Don't mention bangs. Although
Oh yeah,
that's
I
a
know.
different
Ever since
YouTube
I
stream.
heard that crap, I was like, don't. Oh, I feel like I need to change my hairstyle. But I had bangs since I was 2. When I started growing hair, come on. But then I started hearing about that crap. I was like, oh, I got to get rid of these bangs, don't I? Because I don't want to be called bangs. I don't want to be a part of that situations.
All right. All right, Jennifer.
Okay, well,
You have a good
maybe you
night.
should try to get some sleep.
All right.
Okay, I'm leaving.
I'll talk to you later, Jennifer.
Bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. If I'm still awake, you'll see Wake Up, Who's Awake Part 2. And when I do Who's Awake, I don't talk mental health. I just talk about everything else. Was this the criminal live stream? Megan. Hey, Eddie, was this the criminal live stream? All right, everybody. I will see you probably later tonight at Who's Awake Part 2. And it'll be open panel for anybody to come up and talk. So, Emily, you just made it in. Yes, I did. It was Megan. She was making a joke. So, all right, everybody. I could do one of those lives. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys. All things serious. Out.